Hey, wizards. So here is number one from the things we did in class today, where you have to, you're given a scenario and you're asked to write the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, both in symbols and in words. So I tried to do that for you on this. Just remember a hypothesis test. You are always focusing on what the population is, so all of your statements are about what the population is. So you're standing with the population and you're kind of gazing out or looking out towards your sample. So both of my statements, the null hypothesis and the alternate hypothesis, both of them concern the population proportion. So in part A, I'm assuming that P is equal to 0.4, and since it asked, has the percentage changed? P is not equal to 0.4. So the null hypothesis says the graduation rate has not changed, where the alternate says the graduation rate has changed. So in other words, I'm skeptical of the null hypothesis. So in part B, we field test a new flavor soft drink. My proportion is 0.6. That's my null hypothesis. The population proportion of people who like the drink is 0.6. My alternate is that the proportion is greater than 0.6. So my null hypothesis essentially says that people don't like the new flavor, where my alternate says people do like the new flavor. And part C, a coin is fair. Well, if a coin is fair, it has a 50% chance of landing on heads, so my null hypothesis is P equals 0.5, or the coin is fair. My alternate is then the probability of landing on heads is not 50%, or it's something different from 50%. So my proportion is not equal to 0.5, which means the coin is not fair, or the coin is biased. And in the last one on point D, only about 20% of the people who try to quit smoking succeed. Sellers of a motivational tape claim their recorded messages can help people quit. So my null hypothesis is P equals 0.2. My alternate is that P is actually greater than 0.2. So my null hypothesis says the tapes don't work, where my alternate says the tapes do work. So those are the examples for number one that we kind of messed around with in class today. And so again, these videos will stay up for a while, so keep referring to them. And if you have any questions, just see me tomorrow. I hope this has been helpful.